been a whole lot of controversy going on in the sports world. The reversal of Senegal winning the AFCON tournament. Now it's been declared that Morocco has been given the victory due to a walk off the field. It was a forfeit. They've been given a 3-0 forfait win. Well, today he really went and stood in front of the rival fans and
show him his jersey.
I mean,
Messi did that shit to Madrid fans.
First of all, Messi is not. I mean, Vini's not Messi.
Maybe he's probably the best player in the world right now. It's one of the best players in the world. So with that being said, Messi at the time was the best player in the world. He was taunting Madrid fans. Nobody said anything, right? It was just the biggest celebration, the best celebration Messi did, right?
Let's say you see someone homeless on the outside, right? And you have some cash on you. You have $20. Would you feel some type of way if that homeless person used that money on drugs, or do you not care after you give them the money to do what they want with it?
My favorite fighter has always been John Jones. John Jones is for me is like his prime, and even when he came back, he's just overall like he's a blueprint.
Got it, type.
I got it. I'm Rampage Jackson.
But so
I'm spanking shit right now.
So
big out shout out to
that's how it should be.
I'm gonna look.
You still gonna look?
I'm gonna look.
Keep it playing.
Guatemala, USA might win. I don't know, bro.
Hey. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is episode 23. No Michael Jordan.
No Michael Jordan.
And talking about Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan just won his first Oscars. What you boys think about that?
Shout out Michael B. Jordan. Shout out to him. You know, he did his thing. He be doing his thing though. You know, hey, he deserves it. Sure.
For some reason, I always thought he had more than one Oscar, but I guess I was wrong.
And don't forget, that's Kevin's most wanted guest on this podcast. So we'll see in the future that ever happens.
Yeah, Kevin got a thing for Michael B. Jordan. So hopefully we can get him out here.
Speaking of Kevin, he's a no-show today. I wonder where he's at.
Probably visiting Michael B. Jordan.
Hey. He probably out there celebrating with Michael B. Jordan after his Oscars, you know.
Mm-hmm. Most likely, bro, but
we'll let him, fill y'all in next week, tell y'all what he's doing and why he wasn't on this episode. But moving forward, there's been a whole lot of controversy going on in the sports world. Let's start off with, the reversal of Senegal winning the AFCON tournament. Now it's been declared that Morocco has been given the victory due to a walk off the field. It was a forfeit. They've been given a 3-0 forfeit win in the AFCON finals. What are your opinions on that?
I don't know how to feel about that, bro. I think that's bullshit. This is the first time I ever seen this in history of football. You know what I'm saying? The score was 1-0, bro. That's all we remember, 1-0, and it was a banger too. And I feel like even though they walked off, I still feel like they deserved it because they came back and they still showed up and they continue playing. So I feel like it's a fair game. Maybe some minutes got killed, but they still got their minutes back. In extra time. So I feel like it's bullshit. It's definitely bullshit. And
I feel like it was controversial the whole tournament. With the antics. With the water and the sideline activities going on, it was just a bunch of stuff that's frowned upon. We want to keep racism outside of football, especially in the tournament such as AFCON. I feel like no shade to Africans, but they're already not as they don't follow the guidelines. They're not as strict as they're supposed to be already. So it's like they're kind of proving the point of why African countries aren't regarded in the highest light and aren't taken as serious as the European countries when it comes to soccer. It's not something that we want to see. I'm sure some of the Moroccan players are celebrating the victory. I mean, if you're a real competitor, that shit don't count. You gotta get that shit in the mud. But
it should be a shame. I saw some videos of the Moroccan fans they're out in the street just celebrating and doing a whole bunch of things and. What a shame.
Yeah, I think this is just a huge representation of what AFCON is. This is something that you will not see, like you said, maybe in a UEFA Champions League or in a World Cup and organization. And to declare a winner, 4 months after the tournament is beyond me, bro. And then, like you said, the streets will always know. The streets will know that Senegal was the AFCON 2025 champions, even though Morocco is currently the champions now. I wouldn't be celebrating that trophy, to be honest with you. I don't see where the where it is, why they even changed the whole ruling. I don't even know why it didn't even go in effect. Maybe like the same week, but then
apparently they were in. It was a whole process. You know, the declaration and the stuff going on with the court, and just I guess Morocco pleading the case saying they walked off the field. I can see their point and their perspective, you know, because you can say momentum killers or the game is not the same once you step off the field and come back on, but let's be real. You're down 1-0. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. I like I said, I think that's just AFCON in the whole. They should have went about that way better. They should have done it real quick, way much quicker, because now it's like no one really, I don't want to say cared about it, but there's not really a big difference now. Everyone still thinks, Senegal are the champions, even though Morocco is now. So
I mean, it does make a big difference, though, because those Senegalese players, like such as Mane, now going down in history, he only has one AFCON to his name instead of two, which is kind of sad because Mane is one of my favorite African players. He's done a lot for the sport of football. He's done a lot, I'm sure, for the people of Senegal. And he was supposed to go down in history as, someone who's conquered that tournament more than once.
And do you think if there was like a Champions League, that ruling would have been way quicker? Do you think it was just because the organization of AFCON, it just took so long for them to actually reverse the ruling?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't think we'd ever see anything like this in any other tournament.
Ever, yeah.
It shouldn't even be allowed then.
Yeah, I mean, with this, the AFCON definitely loses its credibility. And, yeah, I mean, there's just nobody's going to take this league serious, this tournament serious anymore. And it's a shame because, there's full of great players, great teams in that tournament, too. And it's really all a shame, really.
Yeah, it's already enough racism going on in football as it is. This is just adding gasoline to the fire. It's not helping the case. It's just kind of like a spit in the face to those who have worked so hard to, shine the light on the beautiful part of football that Africans do bring to the game.
Totally agree. Like Vini today.
Vini,
my Cameroonian brother.
Now I will say Vini doesn't really help himself. You can show pride and you can show love for the game. You can show like passion, but like, bro, if you're taunting fans 24/7, if every celebration you do is you taunting fans, I don't understand what you think is gonna happen.
Hey, when you're the biggest star in the game right now, every celebration you do is gonna bother somebody.
No.
It's gonna bother anybody
Listen.
because when Messi was out there scoring on Bernabeu, when he was taunting the fans by showing his jersey out there, nobody said anything.
But listen,
Messi that was the greatest celebration in the world.
But listen though,
and that was that's not taunting to you.
You just ignored everything I just said.
I'm just asking you. I'm just asking.
But you can't ask me something after ignoring what I said.
How did I ignore it?
I said when every single celebration you're doing is you taunting fans, what do you think is going to be given back to you?
So hold on. Man can't dance?
Hold on. And then you said every single celebration that Messi did was taunting.
I didn't say every celebration. I said there's some celebration that Messi did and nobody thought it was taunting. It was the best celebration in the world.
We knew it was taunting.
When you see Vini dancing because he's Brazilian and he wants to show when Ronaldinho was dancing back in the days, nobody said anything.
Listen,
it wasn't taunting. So what did Vini actually do that's called taunting? Just tell me. Other than dancing, what does he do?
Well, today he really went and stood in front of the rival fans and
show him his jersey.
I mean,
Messi did that shit to Madrid fans.
First of all, Vini's not Messi.
Vini's probably the best player in the world right now. It's one of the best players in the world. So with that being said, Messi at the time was the best player in the world. He was taunting Madrid fans and nobody said anything, right? It was just the biggest celebration, the best celebration Messi did, right?
Let's rewind.
Take off his jersey and show off.
Let's rewind. Hold on. You just said something that's kind of crazy. You said
what is it?
Vini is the best player in the world?
I said Vini is up there. He's definitely one of the best players in the world.
I have to make sure you correct.
Yeah, I mean, who's the best player in the world? It's probably definitely a Madrid player.
It's not Vini.
Definitely a Madrid player, though.
It's not Vini, though.
Who is it, though?
Anyways, moving on to our next topic.
That's what we thought. So let's keep going. So with that being said, like I said, when they see, we were just talking about racism, right? So all of a sudden, Vini does it, and it's an issue. It's,
And Pana, you as a Real Madrid fan, right? Do you think because of Vini's history and his character, you don't think that really affects sometimes when he goes and try to taunt, let's say quote unquote taunt, let's just say celebration.
Yeah.
That is not in play
I mean, Ronaldo had a big ego. Ronaldo when he scored, he used to taunt players. He used to celebrate the way he used to celebrate. We had one of the biggest celebration that was the one he said Calma versus Barca, and that was banned. So you know what I'm saying? It happens in the game of football. You know what I'm saying? This is the normal. Players celebrate however they want to celebrate, but I feel like when it comes to Vini, and just because also his color and the things he do, they just kind of pick on him. But if it was another player, nobody would have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? We saw Lamine score at versus Newcastle in the Champions League last week in the penalty, and he went and celebrated versus Penn, and he said that he was the best, and nobody said anything about that. But again, it comes to Vini celebration. Is always a controversy. If it always disrespect the fans, is when are we gonna give the man, let him be? When are we gonna let the player be himself? And show us the beautiful part of the football, because we enjoy this. We enjoy seeing Vini dance, and we enjoy seeing him celebrate and be happy.
But the key part that you're missing, yes, you can celebrate how you want and show passion, blah blah blah. That's cool, but it's a thing of conduct and how you conduct yourself. Like all these players that you're naming, I can give you an example. The key part, none of those players have lost a Ballon d'Or strictly because of conduct. The reason why they claim Vini, I'm not saying that that's right, but the reason why they said Vini didn't win that Ballon d'Or, that he lost to Rodri, was because of his conduct. That was the reason that FIFA gave, which is showing that it's not just him whining and dancing and celebrating. It's also how he carries himself on the field, pissing and moaning, taking the piss out. Come on, it's like it gets to a point.
Hey, I don't want to hear none of that bullshit, yo. I watch soccer to see motherfuckers score, not fucking complain about his celebration. He did this, bro. Man is one of the best players in the world. Let's enjoy his game on the field and do so. I mean, Ronaldo his ego was up high in the sky. You know what I'm saying? His celebrations were taunting fans and, game after game, goal after goal. It happens so often, and nobody kind of, said the same things that they're saying about Ronaldo that they say about Vini. And I feel like, hey, ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. I'll say I like Vini. If as a Madrid fan, I like to see Vini celebrate, dance, do whatever he wants, taunt. Hey, keep doing your thing.
You try to vacuum him.
Hey, it's part of the game, bro. If you don't like it. But and then there comes Lamine does it, and it's not a problem. So why is it when Vini does it, it's always a problem? Every time Madrid players do it, it's always a problem.
It's not Madrid players.
Hey, every time you're the best player in the world, or you're part of the best team in the world, you're always gonna get all these critics. So hey, Vini, just take it to the chin, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't falling for it.
It's all good, man. And I know the truth hurts, but it's all good.
Nah.
You think too? Maybe sometimes to get back on that. And this can probably be the last question for this segment. Do you think because they know Vini is usually an easier target and they know they'll get a reaction for him, they do it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. They do. I mean, you can get to Vini easily. I mean, I don't like that being a Madrid fan, that he gets triggered so easily. And I feel like he should just focus more on playing. And I agree with the way he acts towards his fans, towards the fans, and towards the other players. Sometimes it's not the right actions, but hey, that's just part of the game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he scored a goal today. Sealed the
Vini.
deal for Real Madrid to go to the quarterfinals, beating Manchester City.
Hala Madrid.
Quote unquote, the biggest and baddest team in the English Premier League.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, you say?
I don't know, man. Lately, they haven't been looking like it.
Premier League as a whole haven't been producing.
I mean, I just feel like overall, there's not a great team in the EPL and the English team. Other than Arsenal, obviously they're having somewhat of a good streak. They've been winning lately, but I feel like they're not as dominant as
before.
Not even before, because I just feel like Arsenal's never been that dominant. They just had last season, they had a pretty good streak as well. But I just feel like they're still not as dominant.
Arsenal's never been dominant.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. What I meant by before is by the English Premier League teams.
Right, yeah,
being
when they were back in the days, kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I feel like they're not at that level. I mean, they're one of the best probably the best team in the English league right now, but I just still feel like it's not dominant enough to compete in a final of a Champions League versus a
PSG
or Bayern or
a Madrid.
or Madrid, and
Or
even if they're 100%, Barca, if they're everybody's 100%, I feel like Arsenal doesn't have to beat those kind of teams.
So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think also what's happening in the English Premier League, I think it's a bunch of eras coming to an end. The Man City, they had their era where they were dominant in the Premier League, terrorizing the league, winning back-to-back league titles. I think Pep his systems become pretty predictable. The players are also the talent. It's not the same as what it was before. I think once De Bruyne left that team, it just really lost its substance. Not saying De Bruyne was the whole team, but I feel like it was just a system, and he fit in pretty well. And I don't think he's found the right players to quite replicate that system that was working for him. Also with Liverpool, Arne Slot, it's not really finding. It's not finding a good time in England right now. Liverpool's been very inconsistent all season. The back line's been very shaky. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it looked even worse after Trent left, to be honest. But all the other teams are starting to find form. Man, dare I say it, Aston Villa, dare I say it, Newcastle, finally picking it up where they left off a couple seasons ago. Arsenal, maybe it is their time to win this season. We'll see. They usually like to bottle it up right around this point of the season. We have to see a brand new shuffle of Premier League teams in the Champions League next season. Hopefully we do. Obviously Arsenal and Man City are still going to be there, but the bottom three, we'll see some new blood in there. Hopefully.
Do you feel like the Champions League is missing like a team like the Man U?
I don't think we're ready for a Champions League just yet. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're doing good. I can see progress being made. I prefer to play in Europa League just to see us have a better chance of actually winning the tournament. But if we qualify for Champions League, I'm not going to say no to Champions League, but I'm a competitor. Send our boys out there.
I had a quick question. Do you guys think if Arsenal were to win the league, AKA the Bottlers, right? Will this be the worst EPL team to ever win the English Premier League title?
Yes, 100%.
That's a great question.
I think so.
In recent years, because we don't know every team in 1981 where West Bromwich won the English Premier League, but in recent years.
Recent years, yes. This will be definitely the worst team to win the Premier League. I mean, are we going to say an Arsenal team with... I can't even, begin to start.
With Odegaard, I guess, one of their main players, Declan Rice having a great season. Timber, back there making himself a superstar.
I mean, it's just a shame that they have really a great players too, and they just can't figure it. They have figured it out, I'll say, this season, but they're just not dominant. They're just not, you can't call this team the best Arsenal team ever. Even though they're still about to win the Premier League and almost they're competing at a high level in the UCL, and it's always like you can't really say this Arsenal team is really that good. I mean, they just, sorry to Arsenal fans, but they just make it seem like this is the best Arsenal team ever, and they have the golden boy Saka, and it's just like
them conversations can die out.
You know
now.
what I'm saying? It's just like I just can't see it, and it's just such a shame because, as you can see, every other team is almost like not on their best moments. Like Barca's not in their best moments, Man City's not in their best moment, Real Madrid is not in the best moment, and how close of a gap from Arsenal and the other teams are right now, it's just almost a shame because they call this the best Arsenal team.
So to answer my question, you think this is the most mediocre team in recent years which most likely
yes.
I don't see this Arsenal team beating any of the Liverpool teams that won the Premier League, any of the Man City teams that won the Premier League.
Yeah, me neither.
So no, I do think this is the worst Premier League team to win the Prem if they do win in recent years.
And how about I know there's a lot of headlines with Tottenham Hotspurs about to get relegated. Do you think before the season ends, Tottenham will get relegated or no?
I don't think they will get relegated. It'd be insane for a team like Tottenham to get relegated. Just imagine if they do get relegated, the fans from the bottom leagues, when they play at Tottenham's home, they're going to think they're in fucking Jerusalem. They're going to think they're in fucking the Champions League final when they get in that stadium. But I doubt it. I think they'll figure it out. I think they have like a cushion of 3 points right now, so from the bottom two. So we'll see.
I mean, Tottenham, man. I mean, this is also one of the worst Tottenham ever. I mean, they haven't won a game in eight games.
8 straight games.
8 straight games they haven't won. And it's unbelievable. And they just gotta throw that team away. Honestly.
If they quick sell that team, just give us Romero.
It's a quick sell.
Give us Romero. Send Romero to Barca, and we can quick sell Arujo for some pesos. Tired of that boy.
And they were doing pretty well at the beginning of the season.
I lied.
They started off pretty well. With Xavi and Siemens and all that, man.
The guys. Kunde, get out of here. Give me 50 pesos. I'll make some shake. Okay.
Bro said 50 pesos. What you gonna do with 50 pesos, bro?
Bro, 50 pesos.
No player. I don't think no player in today's top football league goes under for 1 million.
Bro, 50 pesos can feed a homeless man for a day, bro. For a whole day, bro.
You know how much 50 pesos is, bro? What we talking? Colombian, Dominican,
Colombian pesos.
You know how much 50 Colombian pesos are?
like
How much can it feed you?
This is what I got, bro. 50 Colombian pesos is probably worth this, bro.
Bro. So I can't eat off that?
You can't eat off that, bro. You might as well be homeless, bro.
Nah, give me like 150 then.
You're still homeless, bro.
Speaking of the homeless, I got a question for y'all. This is a brain tweaker.
Speaking of the homeless, is crazy, but go ahead.
My fault. There's no diss and no homeless. It's not like nobody homeless gonna be watching this anyway.
They could be. They could be fans.
Hey, homeless nowadays, they got iPhones and Androids. And,
I just saw a homeless guy out Kane Avenue with a bust down chain on, bro.
Yeah, they be living better than us sometimes.
Not gonna lie to you, bro.
That shit is what I have Roblox.
Yo, being homeless nowadays is a scam. You know,
I heard filing for homeless might be the way now.
Is it filing for homeless?
Yes, because they're gonna give you like housing, Section 8 housing, and they give you an $800 check every month. I don't know if that's true or not, but that don't sound too bad, bro.
It ain't never that bad though.
What you gonna do with $800 every month, bro? A month?
$800 a homeless person?
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like for a month though, nigga.
But your Section 8 housing?
You gotta pay bills?
Nah, bro. The government got you, bro.
Type shit. Hold on. Hold on. But nah, let me ask you this though. Let's say you see someone homeless on the outside, right? And you have some cash on you. You have $20, $5 to $20. Would you feel some type of way if that homeless person used that money on drugs, or do you not care after you give them the money to do what they want with it? What's your opinion on it?
I'd rather than be honest first, but I really don't care. I mean, every time I give out to the homeless, because I usually do, every time I have $3, $5, I'm not gonna say I give 20, I feel like I just don't have it like that. But every time I have $5 to maybe $10, but like in singles and stuff like that, I just give it to them and just don't look back. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, just do it, for a good reason, and that's it.
Watch you, bro.
But it would hurt me to think that they're gonna use it for drugs instead of bettering them themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you on that. What about you, bro?
So the question is, if I care. If I don't care what they do with?
So if you know that they're going to use it on drugs, are you going to give them the money still?
If I know they're going to use it on drugs to make them lives worse, to be honest with you, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, I don't think I'm giving him a dime, bro. If I know he's not going to use it for something useful, and I'm just going to think to myself, I contributed to his downfall.
Perfect. Anyways, yes, that's what I was looking for. So... why do you think him using the money on drugs is not using it for something productive?
Because you just said, I know for a fact that I know he's using it for drugs. And drugs, in my books, is not productive in any way.
But what if drugs can provide him relief for that day or for a couple days, however long?
Like relief is in what? Getting high on methamphetamine?
Relief.
What did you say, Rose?
I mean, he's...
Methamphetamine?
He's homeless, bro. So he needs something to take the edge off.
For like a coping
Yeah.
mechanism.
What if the drugs can, help his day, make his day a little easier?
I mean, he's not gonna know where he's at throughout the day if he's taking that drug. You know what I'm saying? And especially if a hard drug, bro, he's taking that crack and all that, bro. He can get himself in many situations. Like I said, we can play the what if game all the time, but it's more so the fact like it can go to the extent where this guy dies because of that, and I don't want that coming back to me, bro.
It's not going to come back to you, though.
That's true.
How would you know that he died because of
Exactly. And
what if that same 20 jerky, like you say, oh yeah, I just hit for 2 bands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you feeling right, and you give the guy $20, and he start celebrating in front of you, bro. And next thing you know,
hey,
next
the man
thing you
gotta
know,
live.
you look in the news,
Yeah.
and
First of all,
they got your
They show
picture
the
there
picture.
looking for you because you gave him $20 to go. Like,
No, but they're not gonna look for me. Obviously, they're not gonna look
That
for me
will
because
never
I just gave him $20. But at the same time, it's
How
just
would
like,
your conscience feel?
what do you mean?
no, yeah, I'm gonna feel, I'm obviously gonna feel, some type of way. But at the same time, the man was probably happy as hell while he was, doing his drugs and everything.
That's
so,
the point.
So at the same time, I feel like we shouldn't judge what they use it for.
Thank you, Jorky.
But it's also, in the back of your mind, thinking like, hey, maybe he should use it for something, to better himself at the same time. But if you give him, if that's what makes him happy, hey,
That's
so
what I'm
be
saying.
it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's his dad's last day in earth, and maybe they're not good on health, because they're homeless, and most, they just don't have the money and
who are you to
finances
judge?
to take care of themselves. So
Who are you to judge what's good ethical for him to use it on? At that point in time, what's ethical for you is not what's ethical for him. He's homeless. So if he needs, something to just get through the day or get through the next couple of days, that's something that money's going to be useful for him. And you're just talking about just using the money on food. Are you going to be, giving him food every day? You going to come by and give him some money for food? No, right?
No, of course not.
Exactly,
I mean, that's not what we're going to do. And if anyone that in the comments they're saying, "Oh, why wouldn't you do it?" You're lying. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be looking for the same homeless person. First of all, you wouldn't be finding. You can't find them every day.
I'm not rich so where I can help out someone homeless every single day. I got bills and stuff I got to pay.
Right.
So just being real. But my point was, some people I came across I'm just going to say an article, but they made a pretty good point that you shouldn't really. What you give the money for shouldn't matter to you. Like, as long as you give the money for the goodness of your heart, whatever they choose to do with it is on them. But you know that you've helped that person for at least the next couple hours or a day or so, whatever it is that you can. Point of the segment is, not saying you guys have to go out and give people money, but if you see someone homeless who's less fortunate and you have some extra cash, it won't kill you to help them out. We're already living in rough enough times. There's a lot going on in society. And it's getting cold outside. The weather is so unpredictable. We having 90-degree weather to tornadoes to snow. So any little bit you can do to help, I'm sure will go a long way. Just heads up.
And just quick before we get off the topic, I feel like also when you give the money you shouldn't judge them for what they use it for, because if you want to give them food, you just go buy them food. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want them to use it for drug or anything else, you just go buy them whatever you want and feel like they need the money for, and it's just that. But if you're gonna give them the money, just don't judge them for what they're gonna use it for. Maybe they just, like you said, they wanted to get high, and for the moment they were just in feeling right, not in the right mindset, which most of the time they're not in the right mindset, but. I know drugs are not going to help them better themselves, but it might help them get through the day and whatever they're battling. And I don't know, but I'm sure being homeless is tough. You know what I'm saying? Not having,
100%.
finances or a home or anything like that. So it's just, I can't imagine being in that situation. So, shout out to anybody that's in a position and, being, and surviving. And
Shout out to them?
No, shout out to them. Whoever's in that position and whoever, is getting through it, and all you got to do is take it day by day, and you'll make it out.
Do you think most people that become homeless, they do it to themselves or no?
No, I feel like some things, things happen, situations happen, and get them to that point. Some, even your family members or friends and things like that you try to help, and might get you in that situation just for having a good heart. But
right.
I don't feel like that's always the case.
How about you, Trev?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's some people are just dealt the wrong cards. Some people are just dealt unfortunate situations, but I think there's a lot of people out there that are homeless that, it was self-inflicted. Definitely could have been preventable, and they just didn't make the right decisions.
And the thing is, too, I think when maybe everyone that imagine what a homeless person looks like, they think of like a corner person on the road that hasn't showered in days and doesn't who's sparing change. But sometimes a homeless person could be just someone living in their car. You know what I'm saying? That's considered homeless. Mm-hmm. That's considered someone that doesn't have a home they can go to every day, and they don't know, to be honest, where the next, couple meals are coming. You know what I'm saying? So, like what Panama said, just keep your head high and make the right decisions that are for you. So,
and I feel like, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say that also the government a lot doesn't help in these situations, because most of the, when I do give out money, and most of the homeless I do encounter are like military people and people that are, done stuff, serve for the country, and I just feel like the government just doesn't do enough for them, and we can see how the government is spending the money in all these wars and stuff, and billions of dollars and all these equipment, and it's just like seeing homeless people in the, out there, especially that serve the country, is just like it's crazy to me. It's like mind blowing. I sometimes like lost for words because billions of dollars wasted in wars just to kill other people and kill each other when you could have just been helping the people, have a better life, and especially the people that serve for your country that are out there fought in wars and stuff like that. So it's just it's crazy to me.
It's crazy you say that too. Speaking on war, let's talk about this UFC card in the White House.
Speaking of war.
Nah, that's though.
I thought you were gonna jump right to Iran, bro.
Hold on, what are you trying to get to?
I'm trying to say, like,
yeah.
Don't you think it's kind of crazy that we're having a card at the White House with the president present?
True.
Everyone's going to be watching. They know where the president's going to be at this current time. And we're currently, quote unquote, at war. Mm-hmm. There are going to be thousands of people, I don't want to say millions, thousands of people outside the property just trying to get a glimpse of the, the fighters of the event going on. And if you've been watching and keeping up with Dana White, he's been going into detail of where everyone's going to be walking through, where everyone's going to be stationed at, where everything's going to be placed at, where the president's going to be at, where he's just been going into specific details of the whole platform, the whole layout. I'm like, brother, hold on. You're giving the ops the blueprint.
Right.
No, deadass is giving them the blueprint to the whole layout, the whole setup. Nigga, that's like going to, you playing Call of Duty, you have the whole map. That's shit. You giving them a UAV, nigga?
Yeah, nah.
Deadass though. And I just feel like with everything going on, it's just so like, we're first of all, it's supposed to be a free event. They're not charging people to get in. Where's all this money coming from? That's taxpayer dollars getting used for a UFC event. When we have people who are homeless who need, we have veterans on the street begging for change, my nigga. Like,
and especially in DC too, because you see it a lot out there.
So not only is the government not using our funds adequately, but I just feel like the timing of this UFC event is just it's insane. It is. It shouldn't be going on. I'm all for it though. I'm a UFC fan, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh my god, fuck, no.
Let's use this money though.
We'll be there. We'll be partaking. Hopefully, God forbid anything happen. We'll try to stay safe out there. But yeah, it's just insane, man. And the card itself not even that good.
It's not, man. They made this card seem like it was gonna be the best card in the world. Maybe John Jones is a pay raider, and we got this bullshit ass fight.
I was thinking John Jones versus Alex Pereira, Islam Makhachev versus fucking Ilya Topuria,
right?
I was thinking this card was gonna be the best card I ever seen, better than UFC 300. It's not even better than UFC 300.
It's not.
We get instead we get
UFC 300 was a really good card. I enjoyed that card.
Instead, we're getting the death of Justin Gaethje out there.
Rest in peace, Justin, bro.
And we might get a first time ever 3-time champion in the UFC.
We hoping for that.
Which I don't know why they made it a interim championship fight, where when we all know that Aspinall is nowhere to be found, he's still in dealing with medical issues. So for them to put it in as a interim championship, I feel like they're just softening the wound for Aspinall
They may not
because
know.
what they did for Jones made him wait for all that time for Jones.
Maybe they don't know if he's gonna come back.
I highly doubt he's gonna come back, bro.
That's crazy.
I highly doubt. So
What did he like? He just had one fight against Curtis Blaze, and after that he fought. What's his name?
if you really think of it, Aspinall's career has been very, very overrated, bro.
Man, he didn't do anything. He doesn't have a career.
Very overrated. Everyone knows the heavyweight weight class is by far the least talented weight class in the UFC.
It's gonna be interesting seeing Pereira.
Yeah.
He's gonna make that boy Cyril Gaines turn into a wrestler.
Shama, favorite fighter. My boy just said Izzy was his favorite fighter, so I had to back up a little bit.
Shout out Stylebender.
You find out what's your favorite fighter
Currently, of all time.
of all time?
I have
Good
to.
question. Of all time is we gotta go Khabib.
Of all
Okay.
time, brother.
I'll be honest. Favorite as of all around, I'll take that back. I'm gonna go McGregor just because how entertaining he was. I mean, he wasn't like the best fighter, but he definitely was, at a peak in his career where he was at one point one of the best fighters. And I just feel like entertainment wise and overall, I'm just gonna go with McGregor for sure. Not saying he is the best, and like I said, I didn't say he was the best, but at one point he probably was. And
No, for
like
sure.
I said, he just was a really, really entertaining at his time. He was,
He was the first
he
double
was the show,
champion
he was
of
the
the
show
UFC.
of the UFC. So like I said, I'll go with McGregor.
Shout out cocaine, bro. It's
Shout out
one hell of a
cocaine.
drug. Don't try it. If you want to stop yourself from being great, use cocaine. But my favorite fighter of all time is probably Izzy. My favorite fighter right now that has my heart is probably Charles Oliveira. Can't lie.
Type shit.
But my the fight I want to see the most fight is Taporia. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
How can you go wrong with that? Lights out.
That's the fight you want to see?
No, not again. No.
No. I just didn't hear what you said.
The fighter I want to see the most fight
Oh, I got you.
is
Taporia.
Ilya Taporia. But Charles got my heart, man. The champ has a name, bro.
The Bronx. What about you, Will?
My favorite fighter has always been John Jones. John Jones
What a
is
fucking
for
cuck.
me is like his prime, and even when he came back, he's just overall like he's a blueprint.
My
Like the
God.
blueprint of the UFC. Won his first championship when he was 23. Defended successfully many times,
Was on
more than
Pete's.
any UFC other fighter. And I'm talking about prime other fighters, bro.
Got popped for Pete's, bro.
I just would have liked it for him to fought more in his past couple, years.
I mean, like I said, he didn't have to, and he did come back.
he didn't have to.
He
I just,
came back,
feel like
still won, still undefeated,
Yeah, no, for sure.
quote unquote.
He ducked the road. The best challenges would have been Ngannou.
Yeah.
He ducked that.
I just would have
Doug
loved
that, or
watching-
Ngannou
No, he-
lost his mind and ended up going to another organization.
I mean, the same thing's happened to John Jones now. He's lost his mind, quote unquote. He's about to go to another organization.
But I mean, do you blame Ngannou for leaving?
he's promoting another
Do
organization.
you blame Ngannou for leaving and getting paid more?
exactly.
Yeah, because
John Jones wants to do the same thing. By the way.
Ngannou now is fighting under an MVP, Jake Paul.
I mean, for bread.
For bread,
Yeah.
for bread, right? I mean, I know
Let's
that's
be real,
his
though.
legacy.
He went to
but-
PFL. The best challenge they had for him, he killed him in one
Yeah,
round.
absolutely.
There was nothing in that organization for him to do.
We
They had
know
no
what-
fights for him.
We know what Ngannou's capable
Come on,
of, and even in the UFC, he probably would have still been one of the best. And you just got to pay your fighters, man. You can't just expect somebody to go out there and try to, die for their life and give their everything and just pay them the bare minimum.
This
You know
is
what
a
I'm
trend
saying?
with
This is entertainment.
multiple UFC fighters who have said they're getting lowball, not getting paid what they're supposed to be
Yeah,
getting paid.
not at all.
So you can't blame Ngannou. You can't single him out. Everyone's saying it. Not everyone has the balls to leave because
Right.
they know the grass ain't greener on the other side. But Ngannou took that chance and he got a bag for that one fight. Killed that Pereira boy in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, shout out to him. Not everybody has it like Arman does, billionaire parents and stuff like that. So it's just like
Doing mukbangs on a private jet and shit. What the fuck?
When are the Playmakers gonna do that, man? When we gonna get our private jet? We gonna do our mukbangs, man. Well, how we
Soon.
looking like? What year, Fana?
Over under 2028,
Soon.
2029.
Okay.
stay
Over
tuned, stay supporting us, and you gonna see it very soon.
We need our Pakistani oil company to kick off.
Yeah, we need our
Our investor.
We need our real estate. We also need our hedge fund manager to start stocking up and with our stocks a little bit more.
Production's gonna get ahead on that stuff.
Also, we need DMV Drives to, they're already doing their thing. We just need a little bit more exposure.
Yeah, first big time, contract deal just happened with the what was it, a GLE? Goddamn, that shit was looking
C300.
C300. My fault.
Yeah.
My fault. But speaking of DMV Drives,
Actually, I heard they're getting the first building coming up.
really?
Really?
Yeah, it's in the works.
I mean, we just got our first tease, as you can see here.
Oh yeah.
Zoom in.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell us about DMV Drive. Well, now that you got the shirt and we out here missing. We're still waiting on the R's. It's coming soon, but we're gonna have one for everybody soon. But tell us about DMV Drive.
Man, DMV Drives,
That's a
as
nice
you
shirt.
know,
I'm not gonna lie.
DMV Drives, auto sell. This is dry fit, by the way.
Yeah.
This is flexible. I can work out in this joint.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? So if you see one of these shirts pop up to any type of meetup, you know you're going to get a deal. You know with this person with this shirt on is going to give you the best deal you can around any type of car in all of DMV. So this is the best dealership in the you know what? I'm going to say in the whole wide world.
For real?
Yes.
You got the good deals like that?
Like that. In this economy that we spoke about, we have homeless people. I even think a homeless guy can buy a car from us.
DMV Drive?
That's how I feel.
How the fuck is he gonna fucking?
We'll work with his credit.
Hey, no credit needed.
No credit needed.
No credit needed. DMV Drives. Come see us.
Y'all heard him? DMV Drives a lick.
Hey, nah.
You can find them on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. 24/7 response team. And if you're looking for the best deals in any type of car in the DMV area, make sure to hit them up.
And if you guys haven't seen any posts recently from DMV Drive, just know they're just working. They're really busy. Like I said, they're just coming up with the new building, and the work's coming soon. In the past couple of months, you guys are going to see some updates. But, hit them up. If you guys are looking for a car and you guys see that they haven't posted any cars, just hit them up. If you're looking for a specific car, they'll find it for you. So don't be shy. Hit them up and get yourself a car from DMV Drives.
We can't leave without saying the motto, ladies and
what's
gentlemen.
that?
One more time. Let's hear it for the drum roll, please. DMV Drives. What drives you?
Drives.
Drives
us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you to our sponsor for sure. Now that Kevin is not here, I feel like this was a very good episode. This episode here, we always gonna bring it to you every week, every Saturday at 6 p.m.
No matter
biz
what, we still gonna show up.
No biz wop.
And before we go, I wanted to do an experiment. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right to take us home, but if you guys work with me, can you guys work with me with this experiment?
Let's see what you
I
got.
need everyone to close their eyes for 45 seconds.
I don't know.
Off no wild shit,
I
bro.
don't trust production with my eyes closed.
Rose, can you ask everyone to close their eyes?
What do we gotta close it right now?
Yes, bro. Close your eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Think of yourself 10 years ahead, right? Think that your life at this point is not the best situations. You don't have the job you want. You don't have the life you want. You don't have the finances you want. You don't have the body you want. Now, at that moment in time, you will think, I will do anything to go back 10 years to fix my life. Congratulations. That time is now. That time for you to change your life is now. So everyone can open their eyes. This time of life is what directs you in your future. So I saw that somewhere, and I feel as though that's just a strong message, because now is what's automatically going to make you what you are in the future.
Absolutely.
So
It's gonna shape you into who you are. I agree with that.
It's a good message. Hope you pussies listening.
with that being said, y'all, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. This is episode 23, and we are out of here.
No MJ.
Peace. Peace out.
Shout out Bean. Hold on. This is the first episode after that's the second, but we weren't next to the Kobe poster. Bam broke the Kobe Bryant record, so
We gotta put Bam up there next.
Got put.
Shout out to Bam.
Got it, type.
I got it. I'm Rampage Jackson.
But so
2-2. I'm spanking. Hey, I'm spanking shit right now.
So
Animal. Big out shout out to
that's how it should be.
I'm gonna look.
You still gonna look?
I'm gonna look.
Keep it playing.
Guatemala, USA might win. I don't know, bro.
Hey,
I don't know, bro.